You trying to figure out who picked what map?
No, I think I was just curious who had picked this map.
Sleeping Giant was chosen by... I don't know. It says Alpha BN afterwards, so I'm guessing Buenos Noches picked North. TKSKY picked Shatter, so I think Buenos Noches then picked Sleeping Giant, right?
I don't know. I guess we'll figure it out.
Okay,
All right, well, of course, it's not working. Oh, no, it is working. Some things are anyway. I'll figure it out. All right, let's have a look at the team lineup spawning in on the north side of Sleeping Giant. Buenos Noches bringing double Kremlin, double Napoli, Moskva, Daring, Marceau, Ragnar, and Ragnar. A very destroyer-heavy lineup here on Sleeping Giant, Zach.
Yep, I'm just taking a look at the current setup, and then over on the south side, TKSKY is bringing Yamato, Ohio, Venezia, Napoli, Moskva, Nevsky, Z52, Daring, and Gearing. Excited to see the Z52 again.
I'm always excited to see Z52, Zach. That's a ship that, in my opinion, doesn't get enough love. Well, we're looking at double Ragnar, double Napoli for Buenos Noches, headed out over to the 9-10 line up north. Looks like the Kremlin, one of their Kremlin's going to play a bit of a more mid position. They send one of the Darings into mid. It looks like he's going to be all by himself against a Daring Nevsky player from TKSKY as the Marceau jets to the edge of the map, looking like he's probably going to try to get into A. Gearing opposing him from the south, also on his speed boost.
All right.
Yeah, I don't have the little, there's no check button for me to turn this stuff on.
Yeah, you have to, I think you have to go into a co-op game or something. It has to go into like a regular battle.
Okay. All right. I'll try a co-op game in between. Sooner or later we'll have enough time for me to like go into a co-op game and
absolutely.
smash one out and try to get it working. I guess it doesn't work in the training room.
Yeah. Whatever. It's nice to have the mod. But yeah,
it should be working now. At least it should be installed correctly. I'll get it figured out here just in time for us to not be casting on this computer next weekend.
Hey, well now you're ready for next time.
I know, right? Because I had fixed this once, right? And then somewhere along the way, you know, the mods quit installing correctly or whatever, and then you don't use it. You don't think about it.
Right.
Now, Don Paolo's Marceau opting not to charge into the 8 cap. We sometimes see that with these fast, fancy French destroyers. Not doing that. He's instead playing extremely wide over here on the 1 line.
Yeah.
Looking like he might actually kind of T-bone into this island.
So I think what they're trying to do is set up a trap. Aside from T-boning the island, which I think is a bit of a oops. He's cutting it close.
He's going to just power slide into it.
Yep, there it is. So I think the initial plan was for him to go around, and then together with the Moskva, they catch whatever tries to go into A. As you can see, Don Pado's torpedoes are going right for where that destroyer would be going into the Thunderdome. But the gearing there, skills towing? No, not buying it. Not falling for that. Z52, 36 Fink, all the way on the other side of the map, in trouble, big trouble, big trouble. Big trouble. Dual Ragnar.
Ragnar's, double Napoli, all the radars, torpedoes in the water, but the Assassination Squad looks like it's going to do its job right here, and it does.
First kill of the game in 3 minutes and 15 seconds. That's ranked battle timing.
Jaime does take a torpedo on the bow, but Ragnar will just pop the heel and get back a chunk of that.
Oh, yeah. Brilliant play, putting 2 Ragnars together. And also, look at that, escorted or supported by 2 Napolis. That is a powerhouse right there, sir.
Indeed. Staring contest in the middle here over the 2 Darings as Polar Bear's Nevsky backs off. I'd expected him to kind of play mid and allow that radar to allow Maroc to finish capping. But right now, not going for it. They're rotating Maroc to the C cap, it looks like, because they know there's nobody near it or in it.
Right. Well, and I think, too, with that Z52 dying all the way on the flank there, I think they realized they got to get him in position to receive their push, right? To receive Buenos Noches' push, either down the 9-10 line or if they choose to go into C-cap. Soviet Elmo, the Moskva popping radar, detecting obscure intentions, Napoli.
Well, and Nabs Ragnar is headed to the C-cap, where I'm wondering if he's going to run into Maroc's Daring, as Chris's Daring does pick up B for Buenos Noches. So now they're up 100 points on the strength of that early kill and ticking up points on the back of the B cap as we're just approaching 5 minutes into the game.
That's right.
Now the Kremlin over here at the top end of the map, this is Rainmaker. Loses sight of the Napoli, but he would have had a great angle for a shot. Wonder if he took a shot and just didn't get much out of it. I suppose that's always possible.
That is absolutely possible. So Vidamo's torpedoes coming into him, but I think he'll be okay. Yeah,
Nope.
He's fine.
One scrapes paint off the starboard side of his hull, but doesn't actually connect.
Now, Augur's Napoli has been whacked down quite a bit. He's about a third of his health. Forced to make inky to go dark. Dama's Wrath searching for him. Barely missed.
Augur going dark, now he's spotted again. Maroc's got him lit on the surface as he makes the turn.
That's the thing about
He's got to complete this turn, but there's a ton of risk in it.
Yeah, that's the thing about the Italian cruisers there is that they're invincible for a certain amount of time, but then the smoke expires. So you got to be ready for that.
Well, Nevsky was the Yamato AP coming in, but it looks like it's going to fall just a little to the starboard port side, and it does.
Yep. So Augur is okay.
Radius does good work. Ragnar radar picking up Maroc now as Nab drives into the cap.
I mean, what's there to stop him, right? Like, you could even look at... Yep, Captain Shivas. Just going to mention that.
I was just fixing to say, check out Cap Shivas' aggressive Kremlin position. Now he's looking the other way, taking a shot now at Obscure Intentions as Napoli as he comes into the A-cap.
Makes perfect sense.
It's a solid hit, but not a catastrophic one, but they've done a huge amount of damage to Obscure.
Yep. Well, the Kremlin, also Rainmaker, getting a good hit on him there.
Yep.
But so Shivas, I don't consider that an aggressive position. I consider that a good Overwatch of A position with the option to go forward if necessary. And once they know that the B cap is theirs and the middle is theirs, he can afford to go there. What's to stop him?
He's actually reversing, looking at Obscure, trying to secure that kill. Obscure's going to burn out. They're going to get him here.
Yep.
80 HP, and there he goes. That is a big kill.
That is huge because that does free up Chris to go into A, which I'm sure he will do with the daring. And
absolutely.
Now TKSKY, really, they have to find a way back in this game. I don't know there is one.
I don't know that there is either because they need a little bit of board control, which means they need to have some positive points ticking up in their favor. Otherwise, they run the risk of, like we saw yesterday, you lose too many ships and you're zeroed out because you've never gained any positive points. And that's the danger they're running right now. They don't have any board control. They have no presence near a cap circle. They've kind of allowed themselves to be herded into the southeastern corner of the map a bit. They're chipping away at these Napolis and stuff, but nobody's really under a tremendous amount of threat. And even if they were, it feels like you're farming the wrong target, right? Because you're shooting at a guy who's not anywhere near a cap circle.
Well, Jaime Mendoza has been hit for quite a bit. He's on fire.
Yeah.
DCP
he has to bail out of there.
Yeah, DCP is down for another 20 seconds. He's out of heals.
In that case, he's going to die. He's on double fires. They're going to bag Jaime. He's out.
Yep. So there's a time extension at least. Yep.
Yep. That's going to be their first positive points of the game as TK picking up their first kill. Maroc now looks like he's going to cut through the gap here and head back and pick up B behind Chris since they know the daring is now an A.
That's right. And Kremlin continues now shooting across map, this time at Redbacks, Ohio, who's stuck bow in.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Solid hit on Redback. These Kremlin positions where they are, very, very potent. Right?
Absolutely.
Pressed up on the E line, able to pin things between them just like Redback's position here.
But if you look at this, I'm just kind of zooming in a tad here, all the way out on the border. If you look at it, it's almost a straight line all the way across the map of Buenos Noches' position right now, especially with the two Kremlins. That's a beautiful push right there. Just slow, concerted. Chris nabs A, going back to B as Maroc is heading to B as well. Chris just saying, hold this, I'm going to open water the Yamato?
I saw that. He's got some torpedoes in the water heading that direction as well, which that smoke tells him that Maroc's daring is there. So the daring Hydro will pick those up. I'm sure Adama's Wrath will be able to dodge most of them. He may take one on the bow or something, but it won't be anything big.
Yeah, that's a very cheeky play by Chris there.
Buenos Noches is going to surrender B here, but they've got over a 400-point lead as we approach the halfway mark of the game. Doesn't feel all that bad if you're in their position.
No, not at all. Let's take a look at Adama's Wrath. Does take two torpedoes here.
Two on the bow.
Yep.
2 on the bout. Nothing. Again, nothing catastrophic. He's even gonna let the flood burn. Well, his DCP is down.
Yeah.
Maybe that was the plan with Chris, right?
Yeah.
Light the fire, get him
Yeah.
to burn the DCP. Now
Yeah.
he takes a flood. Now the flood's gonna last.
That's true. That's true. And look at Shivas coming up forward. He's going full speed. He's trying to get around to this Yamato flank. Adama's Rat does not have his guns turned ready in time.
I think Shivas is gonna be able to pull this shot off. Adama's trying to heal through the flood.
And turning and full speed. Here comes the salvo.
Shells. He only gets 1 shell over the island.
Yeah. Yep.
Adama's knows he's there now and is turning out.
Yep. Nesky, Polar Bear Farts trying to shoot some AP into Cap Shivas' side.
Cap's got plenty of HP. He can handle that.
Plenty of armor as well. I don't know if those 180s
Well,
will really pen much right there.
They might pin the casemate, right? He
Right.
might be getting full pins, but he's not. They're not going to be citadels.
Of course not. No. Polar Bear Farts does take a Napoli torpedo, look like. As
With the flood. Now Adama's flood has expired. His DCP is ready, but he's choosing to sit on this fire right now. He's got 3 more heals available. The next one is 45 seconds away.
Yep.
Is he going to live that long?
Feather Duster goes down on the other side. I think Adamas is waiting, expecting more torpedoes, so he doesn't want a DCP and, essentially get caught on fire right afterwards. Napoli does go down. Adama's Wrath does get a nice shot on him.
TK does finally bag Augur over there, but the Napoli Ragnar push over there honestly had paid for itself when they assassinated the Z-52. Anything else they get out of it at that stage is kind of just bonus.
That's right. All right, there goes Adamas. He got 1 defiant salvo off, though, on Jezera's Napoli at, maximum range. No.
Does it connect? It doesn't look like it's even going to land. No, it doesn't.
No, that was a quick snapshot. He knows he's going down. Just fire everything and pray.
Try to get something in as Marek's daring now kind of caught out a bit. Chris able to push him from the north. Cap Shivas able to push him from the east. He's going to retreat back south and try to preserve his ship. It's a very, very long road back into this game for TK. Upside down, over 500 points here. 8 minutes to play.
Red back in the Ohio. I mean, he got all the way up to the island. I thought that Don Patos Marceau was going to charge him. He didn't. But, I mean, he's just kind of, he's stuck, right? He's shooting now. Rainmaker can just sit there for days. Shivas is showing broadside. And look at the torpedoes, too, from Marok.
They're all going to miss him, though.
Mm-hmm.
He's managed to steer right out of the daring torpedoes. I got to say, Zaf, to me, this match feels a little bit like kind of a bit of a masterclass. Redback's going out pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
A bit of a masterclass in how to position your Kremlins and how to get maximum value out of them. Does it feel that way to you a little bit?
Oh, absolutely, yes. Positioning is just solid by Buenos Noches this entire game. But yeah, knowing the right time to move up and knowing when to stop moving up, that's the important part.
Able to use the Ragnar and the Napolis to put a tremendous amount of firepower on the extreme edge of the map early, and then just using the Kremlins to back up a nice, slow, steady, kind of strangling push here. And they're going to claim this game and the match. They'll get their first match win of the day for the two that they need to advance into day 3.
That's right. That's it. That'll do it.
There it is. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Buenos Noches with a solid win there. They will advance one more round, one more win, as we were saying. Another match win will get them into day 3.
That's right. Okay. So we're going to need to move to the winner's screen. Let's do that. And then we have to go find our next game, huh?
Indeed. Let's go see what else we can get cooking here as we move on to the second round of play today.
That's right. Now we